So we've just raced it down from the Van Life Festival, motorway all the way, and I've had to pull in the services on the motorway, and it's 205.9 a litre, the most I've ever paid. But I thought, well, let's play a little game. Why don't I just show you what prices we fill up with fuel all around Europe on our trip. So here's this one, 205.9. Ouch, that's gonna hurt. Right, let's fill her up. $205.9. Has anyone ever paid that much for diesel? Or is it just me? Because I'm on a service station off the motorway. Ridiculous. It's got to be cheaper than this when we get into Europe, right? How cheap do you reckon we'll get it down to? What's the cheapest country you reckon we're going to have? Would it be Italy? Probably Albania. Montenegro, Croatia, Slovenia. I'm going for Albania. Get in the comments below. What do you reckon the cheapest country that we're going to fill up with fuel is? £164.06. Yikes.
So from the bridge ahead, instead of hooking a left at the roundabout and coming straight onto the road, what we had to do is go round the roundabout 3 junctions, head down, get on the M20 at junction 12, go back up to junction 11, get off and come back on the M20 and down.
So we are at the entrance of the Eurotunnel and we've been stuck in this queue. They're clearly holding us back. There's clearly too many people through the other side, so they've been just holding us back, not letting anyone through for about 20 minutes or so now.
Been in the same parking spot, I think it's been, for 20 minutes.
Right. And next to us we've got some subscribers there. She's hiding. Hey. All right, guys.
Have a good one.
Right, passport control, here we go. And we're through passport control, no problems at all.
Though they didn't stamp our passports, so I'm not sure if we have another step to do.
More passports down there.
I know.
That was the British side of the passports, that's the French side of the passports. So you speaking French to him?
I was just thinking that.
She was speaking French to the British guy at the passport.
Best French Yorkshire accent. Bonjour.
So we've got French passport control next, and then they're going to ask us to turn the gas off. Okay, we've been asked to pull into inspection lane 6. Whoa, is this just to turn the gas off, or we?
I don't know, he's got rubber gloves on.
Okay.
Hello.
No, yeah, I'll go and turn it off now.
Oh, you're the man with the idea, yeah?
All right. Cheers, bud.
Thank you.
It was just a gas check. You're all right.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Oh, you hadn't turned it off." But I never turn it off. I always turn it off there when they pull me in to ask me and just check it. So, yeah, they'll all
delay it as long as possible to keep the fridge on.
keep the fridge cool. But yeah, they'll always ask you to turn your gas off before going on, and they'll always check it as well. Right, that's us through French passport control. Now to join the next queue. Just bumped into another subscriber in the queue. What's the chance of that? And of course I give him a sticker and an air freshener. We've got air freshers, so if you ever see us out and about, don't forget to stop us and ask for a sticker. And maybe even an air freshener. Right, we boarded at last. We had just over 2.5 hours delay, but we're on. I'm knackered, been driving all afternoon. I was hoping to break the back of tomorrow's driving and drive maybe an hour or so when we get to the other side, but it's going to be dark, I'm shattered, so I think we're just going to find a little park up for the night tuck away, get to sleep, and carry on driving again in the morning. But first of all, we've got some upgrades to do to the van. We're going to put our angles morts on and put our beam benders on. Okay, these are unsightly, but I need them because we're over 3.5 ton and it's a requirement in France. So I've got the guys at work to put them on some magnetic material and give the door a quick clean. Whack that on there. And I'll be taking that off as soon as we get out of France. Right. There's the two sides done. Now it's not magnetic at the back, so I've just got a sticker I'm going to put on the back of the camper van. Camper van is filthy, but like I say, the back isn't magnetic, so I've got to put a sticker on the back. There, you can cut it properly. There you go. And as soon as we get out of France, that bad boy's coming off.
You've got to forgive the shaky camera work. We are on a train and it is very juddery. Next job is the beam benders. These stop the dazzle that go into drivers coming in the opposite direction when you're going through mountain tunnels and driving in the dark, which we might end up doing because our transport has been delayed so long. Right.
The concentration in her face.
I think that's right. I think it's right.
We'll see if it works if we get flashed from other cars.
Yeah. Or pulled over by the police. The last job we have to do is our clean air stickers, one for France and one for Germany. We ordered them. The French took 3 weeks to arrive, but was only €5. And the German cost a little bit more, I think it was about €9, and arrived within 3 days. German efficiency.
Make sure it's straight now. We own a science and graphics company, don't forget. What will people think?
They'll think, isn't she amazing for putting a sticker on a moving window on a moving train? Done. That is van admin done.
And we're in France already. I used to joke with the kids that you know when we're going under the sea because you see the water levels rise up the window, and they fell for it every time. But not now. Right, we've driven about half hour, 40 minutes. It's late. What time is it? 11? 11:30?
11:30 in French time, 10:30 in our time.
I'm knackered. Kids are tired.
We're all tired.
But we're in a supermarket car park, so be ideal. For the morning we can pop in and get some groceries and get back
Some
on the road
croissant.
again.
We need some
Absolutely.
croissant and some baguettes.
Hey. So we're going to call it a day and catch you guys in the morning.
No. Bonjour tout le monde. Do you know what that means?
Bonjour, good morning.
Yeah.
Something else.
All the world is literal, but it means everybody.
Okay.
There you go.
Well, good morning, everyone. We got here late last night.
Yes.
We've squeezed in. Have a look at this. We've squeezed into the parking space, deterring cars parking here. We are a bit big.
We had quite a delayed crossing yesterday, didn't we? The traffic leading up to Folkestone. I'm still really tired. The traffic leading into Folkestone and specifically to the port was pretty horrific. I think we circled the port
A couple of times.
3 or 4 times, it felt like.
Yeah. 3 hour delay.
The thing is, it doesn't matter. We knew by the time we were being late, because we would have been there in time, but by the time we got to the point that we were late, everybody was late. So we know when that occurs, they just put you on the next one, don't
Yeah,
they?
of course, you don't worry about it, do you?
So there's no
faff.
point, and you're travelling in a motorhome, you've got your cuppa, you've got your food.
Right. We're looking at people in cars thinking, we're in our home, so...
Yeah.
Anyway, we found a supermarket car park last night, which is camper friendly, on searchforsites.co.uk, and this morning we're going to head in and do a little bit of shopping.
We need some baguettes and some croissants and some French things, I think.
Let's do this.
We're about 20 miles, so only about 30 minutes, 44 kilometres from Calais, straight south.
Ideal stop for your first stop coming over here, or your last stop when going home. So we'll put a link in the description for you guys, because it is camper friendly, even though we've woken up with a lot of cars this morning and it was empty last night.
The one thing I will say, it's not Lidl, so we're going to be judging it on its price.
Well, let's go and have a look. Are we eating healthy now?
We are. We always eat healthy, we just don't show everyone we eat healthy, we just show you when we eat out, which is a different kind of food. Shopping with a teenager. He'll eat it, he says. I'll eat it.
Right, that's breakfast done.
Yep.
And it's a little later than expected. It's 11 o'clock and I wanted to get on the road. It's a big driving day today. If you guys don't know, I like to front load the driving. So, you know, we'd like to drive long and hard for at least the first day, maybe first 2 days. So I've got a lunch stop planned, and then we're going to drive later on.
Yeah, I think the fact that we've lost an hour, I think that's why it's so late, actually.
Right.
It's just a bit of a surprise.
Okay, so we're going to drive for a few hours, and I've got a great stop to show you. Right, we're at Reims Circuit, which is a very, very special place. We've stopped here for lunch today, and we've stopped here for lunch previously, and I wanted to share this with you. Lindsay's done me some research. It was built in 1926, and there's been various racing, bike racing here. I understand it was used in Formula One in the 50s and the 60s, and it's currently getting restored by volunteers. It's free, it's at the side of a normal road. I believe it used to be one of the fastest circuits as well, because it had two long straights. It's in a kind of a triangle between three villages. So it's just an amazing place and just feels great. So we often pull over here. I think this is the third time we've pulled over here just to have some lunch. Lindsay's knocked up some baguettes. And the boys have been climbing in through the old grandstand and what have you, and the pits.
If you're the volunteers, they've not been doing that. They've just been admiring from afar.
So we're going to drop a pin. We're going to put our what 3 words in the description, guys. If you're coming through France and you didn't know this was here, it's just at the side of the road. You can pull in and just spend an hour here, have a bit of lunch, and carry on your journey. So I highly recommend it.
It's really quirky. Really quirky to sit and eat your baguette and cheese and a bit of ham.
In an old pits, you know.
An old French
and imagine
circuit.
the old racing cars flying past and what have you. So
now the things going past are mainly trucks.
right, yeah. Yes.
Meow.
So like I say, Lynn's will drop a what 3 words in the description if you guys are interested in coming by here.
Lunch was lovely, our first proper French lunch. Our next stop is somewhere near Bern. We haven't decided exactly where we're going to go. So we're going to head towards Bern, see when we get too tired, and then look for somewhere to stay around that. So I thought I'd take this opportunity to show you the TomTom in use. So, dead simple, it is completely touchscreen. I'm going to search. I'm going to search for the city of Bern. Now, because Steve has already set the unit up, it's already got our dimensions and our weight, we know that the route it's going to take is going to be suitable for the vehicle. Now, it's come up with a couple of options. I'm just going to do a random Bern in Switzerland. We'll head for the city centre for now. We're not going to get that far today, I don't think. Look how detailed the graphics are on there as well. That's definitely a church of some sort. So we're going to hit drive. And it's calculated 2 different routes. Now, 3 different routes so far. It's calculated the different routes. Now, it's given us automatically the 922, the fastest one. Now, if we do come across traffic along the route, or TomTom realises that there's going to be a delay at some point, it won't automatically reroute us, but it will show us different options. So we are completely in control of which route we take. It might be that there's a faster route because there's traffic on the scenic route. But we still want to take the scenic route. So either way, we're completely in control, but it does flag it up so we can see. It's been really good so far, really reliable, I think is the best word for it. Right, let's head to Bern. We have been on the road for hours. It has been a big driving day. So we've stopped off to give the boys a bit of exercise, use the toilets. This air is the kind of thing we don't have enough of in the UK. It's a parkup and there's toilets here and greenery, and that's pretty much everything. Some of them have waste facilities as well, so there is recycling, but you can sometimes drop off like your grey and your black waste as well. Not this one that I have spotted so far. They do also have service stations like we have traditionally at home, but this is just what you need when you're in a motorhome.
We have nearly run out of fuel again, so I've pulled in a service station in France. We're in the middle of France to fill up. Let's go and check out what the prices are. It's been a long driving day. My back, it's driving in as easy as it used to be. Getting old. Right, what do we got? Gas oil is €2.05. At last. That took ages. 157.42. That is the slowest pump I've ever used. That's how long has this been recording for? 8 minutes 54. So it took nearly 9 minutes to fill that tank. But 157.42, and I put 76 litres in. No Apple Pay. They need to get with the times. But fortunately, we've got our Monza and our Roman Radford's Revolut card. These are physical card. Won't take Apple Pay. See you in a bit.
How much is it?
So that was 157.42 in euros, and the conversion, actually that came through on my Revolut as I paid it, £134.30. So the UK is still the most expensive, France cheaper. How much we spent on the toll so far?
€30 something, €30.60 I think.
Oh, €36.90.
Yeah.
And we've been on it for hours.
Yep.
Class 2 again.
Yep.
So I think it's because of the height is how they class it, and we are lower than our old motorhome, so we keep getting class 2 on the tolls, so perfect. So I failed. I did try to get us as close to Bern as possible, but we're still about 3.5 hours away. I've been driving all day and I am shattered. The boys are hungry and there's a McDonald's over here. And I did promise them they could have a McDonald's in every country we came to. So
That's come back to bite us, hasn't it?
you want McDonald's?
I want McDonald's.
Let's go get McDonald's. That bread is awesome. That burger's awesome. This is the best burger I've had in McDonald's, I would say. How about you?
Oh, me too. I completely agree.
For a McDonald's?
I don't really like McDonald's, but this is,
It's a winner. Well, that's McDonald's France ticked off for the boys. And I think we all agree it was probably one of the best McDonald's we've ever had. It was amazing. I found us a little air to stay by the river, 40 minutes away, so I'm heading there now. Right, we found a great little park up right by the river.
we have. It's beautiful. It's quite busy, but not too busy, so that's nice.
But it's a bit dark.
Yeah.
So, listen, we're going to have a glass of wine. Lindsay's going to put a face mask on.
I am suffering from hay fever skin.
And we'll pick you guys up in the morning where we'll show you around this place. Good morning.
Good morning.
Wow, what an air this is. It is beautiful.
And tranquil and peaceful and stunning.
This is a rare air at France because you can actually put your tables and chairs out, and that's actually okay.
But there are also picnic benches and some benches just looking out over the river as well. So beautiful.
I wish we could stay a little longer, but we're heading to Switzerland today.
Yeah, we're a couple of hours behind schedule. The delays at Dover They were fine on the day, but they've had a bit of a knock-on into our driving. We
Yeah.
did a lot of driving yesterday,
And we're a couple of hours behind. I wanted to be kind of an hour to get to Switzerland today, and we've got 3 hours. Bit of a driving video, this one, I know that. But we do like to just front load the driving to get down there and start enjoying the holiday.
yeah, I'm ready to set up a proper pitch and chill out. That's what this
Okay.
afternoon will be about.
Absolutely. So, if it's European travel vlogs you like, don't forget to subscribe, and we're going to see you guys on the next one.
See you later.